Alright, what is up? This is Slow Plays, and I am back and again with some more Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles 2 news and updates here on the channel, guys. We have a little update on both Shinobu and Doma I wanted to go over. Now, mainly making this video to clear up some confusion, just because I've been seeing a lot of stuff going around in my comment section about these characters, specifically Shinobu, releasing around September of this year. And I personally do not think that's the case. I think that would be insane. I'm not saying it's completely out of the question. It just really depends on the schedule with how they're doing stuff, you know, from CC2. CC2 works on a lot of different things, but I'm sure they have different teams working on different games. So with how good they've been about releasing these characters pretty close together, they don't take too long. And, you know, again, I'm not a game developer or anything, so I really don't know how long it takes to create a single character, but they've been following a pretty consistent schedule. The only time it took a little bit of extra more time is when I think it was between Akaza and Infinity Castle Tanjiro. I think there was like a month, maybe 2 months. No, I think it was almost like 2 months we had to wait after the Akaza DLC release, which I think that was like early-ish December, and then we didn't get Tanjiro until February, right? But then after that, Giyu recently just released last night. He's supposed to be out today, so go try him out. You can check out my video if you want the full moveset and everything. But let's go over Shinobu and Doma here on not only Nintendo's website for the Switch, but also on Steam. It's saying September 2026. So if you scroll down here, they updated it and added both a placeholder for Shinobu and Doma. Again, people were commenting like, oh my god, I gotta wait until September for this DLC. And guys, I do not think that is the case. Again, I am not, you know, part of Sega. I'm not part of CC2. I have no affiliation with them. Okay, so I can't confirm that, but I'm just saying it's kind of weird and unrealistic to think that we would have to wait that long. You know how long it is? That's like 6 months. Guys, that is over 6 months we would have to wait for the next character when we've been getting them monthly or like bi-monthly, like every 2 months, right? So like that has been the maximum. They haven't taken longer than that. And I know, you know, these characters take a lot of effort, and obviously Doma is going to be taking the most effort. They got to make a character model for this one, you know, all the unique animations and attacks and stuff. So, for Shinobu, I mean, she's by herself in this fight. She doesn't have anybody helping her, I mean, until, like, the very end. But, I mean, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but you know what I mean. So, there's not gonna... I don't think there's gonna be a new dual ultimate or anything with her. She does have new techniques and stuff, but all the other Infinity Castle versions have that, too. So, it just seems odd for these two to take that long. And the fact that they're both on the same time frame for September leads me to believe that this is just a placeholder date. Okay, they've done this with many other games in the past. I think even with Xenoverse 2, for example, they have the final Future Saga Chapter 4 thing. That's also, it has a placeholder, I think, for September as well. So, I wouldn't put too much stock into this release date, okay? I don't see any reason why they would need to take this much time for at least a single character, right? And then, you know, with Doma, obviously, that's going to be taking a lot more time and effort, but who knows how much they've already had prepared for a while. Like, we don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. They could have had a lot of these characters already pretty much, like, foundation of them done, and, you know, they just have to polish it up and maybe add the animations and stuff, okay? So just to confirm with you guys the order of this, because I saw some other people saying like, oh, Doma's going to be next, okay? And then Shinobu will be the last one. Now, that's what I initially thought because of the pattern that they were going with. Usually it was a demon first, then we would have the protagonist, you know, a demon slayer that fought that demon, okay? So we had Kaigaku first, then it was Zenitsu, then Akaza, then Tanjiro, then Giyu, and then I thought it was going to be Doma, and then Shinobu last, okay? Now, I would have been perfectly fine with that. You know, getting Doma earlier, better. You know, I want to play a brand new character that hasn't been in this game yet, you know, more than anything. And not that I don't like these characters, like the Demon Slayers. I very much do. They're like, you know, the main people, right? But, I mean, these are characters that we have several variants of for the most part, right? So it's like we already have him in the game. Seeing a new model, something fresh, completely fresh moveset and everything. Nothing the same. Doma, he uses like ice, right? And like frost and everything. So that's going to be really cool to try him out and see. I don't think we have any... Yeah, I don't think there's any ice-based or like frost-based user in this game yet, as far as I can remember. So like we have a fire, we have water, we have thunder / electricity. Yeah, that's insane. We don't even have that. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, this will be our first time playing as somebody who uses ice. So there are 2 characters left, and they confirm at the end of the trailer for Giyu, which is the most recent trailer, Shinobu, Infinity Castle variant, is going to be the next character. Okay, now that could always change. They did it in the past. I think the original order for everything was that I think Akaza was going to be the last character, okay? And they had, I think Shinobu was still slated for the 6th character, but then the order was super weird, dude. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was after Zenitsu was Tanjiro, then it was Giyu, and then I think they did Doma, then Shinobu, and then they had Akaza at the very end. It was something weird, okay? I don't know, but yeah, that was not accurate at all. So I think we can expect Shinobu as being the 6th character, and then we have Doma as the final character. Now, if I were to give you guys my personal prediction, okay, let's say they need some extra time. At maximum, we would get the next character in May, okay? Minimum, as soon as possible, next month, in April, okay? Because it was the same thing. It's literally been 1 month since Tanjiro released, and we just got Giyu, like literally like 1 month and like a day later, right? Or actually, sorry, a day earlier in a sense, right? So, I could expect Shinobu coming around maybe April 10th to the 15th. That's a good, date range. And then Doma, as long as there's no delays or anything, we could see him probably in May, like mid-ish May, first couple of weeks of May. And then I think they're gonna be done at that point. I don't see them, making any other characters for now, just because there hasn't been any other characters shown. Because the next movie, the second movie, isn't out yet. And if I recall correctly, I could be wrong about this, I think they're gonna have some reveal of the second movie, at least. I don't know if it's a trailer, an announcement of when it's coming, but the second Infinity Castle movie, I think, is getting some kind of reveal around the same time, I think in May. So that would all kind of work out and fall into place with these 2 final characters, okay? But yeah, y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions. Which character are you more excited about? I know people are like, well, why are you asking that? Everybody wants Doma, but I saw a lot of people like, Shinobu a lot. I mean, she is my personal #1 character in the series, okay? When I first started watching this, she was literally my favorite. I thought, she had some funny moments. She's also a very cool character, and especially with what happens in the movie, just solidified it as she's 100% my favorite. So I'm very, very excited for her, and she's got a lot of cool techniques and stuff. She has a lot of new material that she did in the movie, so we're gonna be seeing some really good stuff there. I hope her surge is this scene right here where she's grabbing the how do you pronounce it? Is it Hyouri? The like coat or whatever. And she's got like the veins popping out and she's pissed, dude. It's so good. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to your channel, ring my notification bell. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching Slow Plays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.